Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here yet again with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Dumbass the Third. No, I'm Rel. What's going on, boys?
Well, diving straight into it, you came on Trash Talk as one of the very first guests, right? You were in like the first 13, 14 guests that came on Trash Talk, like back in September 2022. I do want to first ask you, right? What's changed in the year from doing that? Because it's been a year and 3 months or something like that.
Uh,
How's it been?
I've pretty much went from 5,000 subscribers to basically 10,000. I'm like 500 away.
Mm-hmm.
Got in beef with a big YouTuber who thought I was fucking in a doxing group, but then realized that everybody was basically able to like show proof he fucking knew none of us were except for two people, and
Yeah.
made it look like a fucking idiot. So that was cool. And I watched the FNAF movie and I didn't care for it as much as most people did. So that was fun.
The most like eventful time in the past year was watching that FNAF film.
Yeah, that was basically it. I'm not very interesting.
Well, we've got quite a bit to talk about because, like I said right at the beginning, right? It has been like a year since we last did the episode,
Yeah.
and a lot has changed, right? So I do want to start with a video you posted. I think it might have been maybe like 2 weeks after you came on Trash Talk, not even that. You uploaded a video about the small commentary community, right? And its state at that point.
That was
Yeah.
so fucking fun.
Would you like to talk a little bit about that video for maybe people that like don't know about it or haven't seen it?
Okay, to sum it up, basically, small commentary is quite bad. A lot of them are shitheads.
Yeah.
So I make a video going over why they shitheads.
Mhm.
And the response to the video was really fun. They responded back by being shitheads.
Yep.
So it was pretty fun, yeah.
Well, with that video, you did get quite like I know you got quite like what was it, like 3-4 videos on YouTube talking about it as well, loads of
Yeah.
tweets and stuff, harassment about it, and so which I do really find funny, right?
I didn't really get anything I'd consider harassment. I mean, there are some people out there that would say like somebody calling me a slur is harassment, but I don't fucking care.
yeah. Well,
like, fine, you have fun with that.
yeah. Well, you got like a lot from it, right? Like, and something I always find interesting with like small commentary as like a community is instead of like taking on board what people say, they usually like get you at gunpoint for no necessary reason, jump to conclusions, jump to things, jump to immediately making a response video. Like some people
Call you a
responding to a
slur.
video. Well, yeah, like people responding to the video that weren't even mentioned in the video.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna be real. I didn't watch like any of those videos because I'm gonna be real. I literally will not watch a video made on me unless it's by like somebody who actually looks to be like a decent channel and isn't just some random little Timmy with 100 subscribers bitching about how I'm a gay fag.
Yeah. Someone who's got a bit of credibility.
That's basically it.
Well, at the time of you making like that like small commentary video, like you had the Rise of Max BT show, you had Toxic Distress, Grimsy, and all them lot, right? And it's definitely changed, right? Like it went from like a doxing community to more of like a sexual predator type community. Like,
oh my god,
I feel like at the time, there was just lots of doxing, lots of degeneracy in that area of like, okay, don't click on this link, don't just talk to this person, whatever. Well, I don't think there is much of that anymore. Like, you don't have those Max BT show archetypes right at the front, right? So you don't have GGG Soldier, Depatane, and all them lot.
Oh my god, yeah, Depatane. That's a name I haven't heard in a year.
Yeah, since that very video, man.
Oh my god, yeah.
But they've been like quite I don't know, I feel like since then the community sort of shifted into not only sort of like dying off in a sense, but also sort of like going into the more like sexual predator type area of sex crimes, which I didn't expect. Like, I to be fair, I just thought it would continue on the doxing degenerate route.
Yeah, didn't that Nomis dude get like outed as a fucking creep?
Yeah. Talking to a 17-year-old like that. Yeah.
I never heard about this dude before. All of a sudden, I'm hearing about this guy who's a fucking creep, like just constantly blasted everywhere on Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Well, he rose up within within 5 months. He like rose, he like plateaued, and then he got allegations leveled against him, which I don't know, man. It admitted to everything as well, which is great. So there's no like ambiguity there. He did a whole Twitter thread with me into everything. So
Fucking hell.
including the shooter. So uh,
Yeah.
you love to see it, or you don't love to see it, but you love to see that they're a bit into it. Um, but a lot has changed within commentary and stuff. And for you, for example, I feel like last year you were like very present within like commentary stuff, like doing a lot of commentary related stuff. I'd say now you're not really. Like, is there any reason for that? Like, are you trying to move away or what?
Well, commentary, especially with the content I used to cover, or at least cover it in mass, it's really exhausting talking about like all these fucking degenerates who like want to touch kids and like draw shit touching kids. And then
Hmm.
you also get that like anxiety where like, oh no, what if I'm like there's some sort of information out there that I'm not finding that basically completely 180s the situation. And I'm calling this person a predator unsubstantiatedly, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, recently I released a video which it was fucking annoying having to deal with this. NBC Universal did not like letting me have my video up, where I did a movie review because I'm gonna be real, I like watching movie reviews and it's not too far away from commentary in a sense. It's
Hmm.
just not drama focused.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun with that shit. It was just too entertaining to me. So I kind of want to move away from talking about all these sexual degenerates and just fucking idiots, and more just laugh at the expense of the writing team on a movie like FNAF. You know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, like you said, right, it isn't too far removed from doing commentary stuff, right? Game reviews, movie reviews,
Oh yeah,
podcasting, all that sort of stuff. It's all in that same sort of area, right? Of giving your opinions and stuff. And I guess with movie stuff, you got that added bonus that you're not filled in a community filled with children and sexual creeps and
oh,
doxers and stuff,
yeah.
which is a plus. Like it's a massive plus. Uh, yeah, there. You're good.
My
Uh,
bad. Sorry, my bad. I'm a fucking idiot.
yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. No worries, man. Um, but yeah, like there is a massive plus in moving, right? Like not only you don't have to deal with drama, serious situations, right? If you mess up a little bit in a movie review, you get like a detail wrong, or you get some information wrong. It doesn't matter, right? Where you messed up in like a big situation in commentary, it's over, it's wraps. You've got that stuck to you for like until you leave, basically, right? That you fucked
Yeah,
up that situation. Like in the movie, it don't matter, bro. You could claim that the FNAF movie came out in 2005. It'd be a bit annoying, but like, no, who gives a fuck?
yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. And like, is that like also maybe a reason? Like, I know you said that you enjoy doing that sort of content, you enjoy watching that sort of content. Is that also a reason that it's just stress free in that sort of aspect of drama and all
Yeah.
that stuff?
Plus, I also like actually can work just stupid fucking jokes into the script and not like make it come off insensitive. You know, I'm a person who is not very good at like reading the room. I'm gonna be real here. Like somebody can tell me their dog just died, and I will fucking make a horrible joke
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
immediately. So like, if you're one of those people who like doesn't like dark humor, you're probably not gonna like me very much as a friend. Uh, but yeah, so it makes it so much easier just to like make a stupid like smash dying edit in a movie review than trying to make a lighthearted comment about somebody literally trying to diddle a child, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, right? Like you can sort of make jokes about like, or you can make jokes about literally anything movie related, right? Unless it's like a based on a true crime of like a fucking sexual predator, right? But
Yeah,
like when it comes to something in commentary, when it's like more sex crime related, which it usually is, right? Like a big
yeah,
video that someone would cover is usually something sexual, right? You can't really
yeah,
make a joke unless you're known for that, right? If you're known for making inappropriate jokes like that and like breaking the room like that, then it's fine. But like otherwise, you get branded as a bit of a fucking cunt, right? Like it's
it's
usually
not
the thing,
wrong.
right?
It's not wrong.
And like for you, like, are you worried about like lack of like less views for that content, or are you don't care about that? Like, what's your
Okay,
stance on all
well,
that?
I was quite worried when I first released the video. Notice I'm saying first because NBC fucking hates me apparently. And originally the video underperformed quite a bit. Like it didn't even make 1,000 views within the first week, right? But then as it was approaching its second, it just started like spiking so quickly. And then I got hit with the fucking copyright strike. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So like I know like I can actually move into this market and it'll work out just fine.
Yeah.
At least that video would have worked. Now this is the third time I've uploaded the video and NBC finally let me have it up, and now it's fucked with like 60 views. So,
Yeah.
but it's been fun.
No, 100%. And I guess with that, right, like I feel like again, less stress, less worry, and right, and also you can upload consistently if you wanted to, right? If you've got the time, you can, because like with commentary, you don't have to like think about where your next upload's coming from. Where there's always a movie that's going to release, and there's probably always something that you're interested in, or there's an old movie that you're interested in, right?
Yeah, there's old movies cataloging, hundreds of them. Like the FNAF movie was fun to review, right? But I heard about this movie called Willy's Wonderland, which basically has like, isn't it like Nick Cage? It's fucking Nick Cage who doesn't say a word the entire movie and just beats the shit out of robots. Like it sounds so fun to watch.
Yeah, it's great. I've seen the movie. It's fun. It's fun as fuck.
Yeah,
It's a really funny
like
film. It's great. It's definitely something that would be fun to cover. And like again, with that video or that like idea already exists, right? You can go out and create that, right? You can do that easily. There's always a movie that's coming up on the horizon or a TV series or something, right, that you can review and take a look at. But with commentary, you're sort of waiting for the next big fuck up, the next big controversy, which a lot of the time there is, right? But if it's video worthy or not, if it's just a tweet or if it's a short or if it's an actual like long form video worthy, right?
Yeah,
which a lot of the time it isn't.
Yeah, you don't want to be like one of those like topic commentary folks that like get a whole like 8-minute video about like 2 tweets. Like I don't want to feel that. I'd rather like actually make a video which, you know, could span 20 minutes because it's a movie review and have fun with it. Plus, with commentary, it's kind of looked down upon to like go back and look at old situations and bring them back up because it makes it look like you're plastering this person, trying to make them look like shit, even though like the situation's already happened. But movies, like you can just do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want.
Well, exactly right. And like the only time that I've seen it be socially acceptable within commentary, right, to bring up an old situation is if it's either like a retrospective where you're not like shitting on someone, or if it's like a situation that you've got new evidence to, right? So like a Toastify video, right, where he will come and he will like make with new evidence and new stuff, right, which makes the situation well worth bringing back up. Otherwise you get dogged on, right? You get seen as this person that's trying to milk this situation for attention, dragging someone's name through the mud, which again is something in commentary which is but I think it's a pretty like daft thing. I think we should be able to go back and look at situations and how they were handled and stuff. But a lot of people don't like that, especially within commentary, because I feel like they're standoffish, right? They're a bit dickheads, a lot of them. But for you, I think I asked this question back right in the original, like your trash talk, which is, what do you think of commentary right now? Like small commentary community, commentary in general, I think is great. Bias maybe.
Fuck.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm gonna be real. I've basically distanced myself almost completely from the majority of small commentary at this point, where I almost see like nothing come out of that community, unless it's like the off chance where I'm like curious, like what one of them might be screaming about my videos now. So I'll like look up my name and find that there's like somebody crying about another video that's putting like slurs in their thumbnails and shit. But the only really recent stuff I've actually even heard was just a bunch of these like 2 or 3 people that are just like getting called out for being fucking sexual degenerates or defending groomers. You know? Like what the fuck?
It's bad, man.
Yeah, there was like Ace, like he was getting screamed at by like this one random ass dude who said he was a pedophile for like this weird Greta Thornburg addict, and he was just so unhinged, and it was the most shit video I've ever seen. I'm like, bro, this is what you're calling somebody a pedophile over?
Bro, and that led to Ace getting deplatformed as well, completely losing his Twitter and everything. He's gone. He's completely left the community, which again is something that, like, going back to like our original trash talk when we did it, I would have said that the commentary community at that time, small commentary at least, it was thriving. It was great. You had creators like Toxic Distress, Grimsy. You had Lyrics, I think at that point was still around as well. and stuff was moving, right? Stuff was happening, and it felt like it was going in the right direction. You had the doxing stuff, but unless you interacted with those people and pissed them off, like you could really like get by without like having any issues. But now it's like, okay, sexual degenerate here, false accusation here. Like since small commentary, like I don't think there's much content. I don't think there's new creators. Like really since last year, last December, I don't think there's been any new content creators properly that have stuck around without being like degenerates, like sexual degenerates.
I was gonna say, like, there's been no really big figureheads that have popped up. Like Toxic Distress, he was cool, and he was up for a while, but now he's moved on. He doesn't do shit anymore.
Yeah.
There was what was his name? Uni popped up. It was so fun talking to him. He vanished off the face of the fucking earth. I heard
completely
nothing.
went.
I was
literally
like,
nothing.
I was in VCs with him like all the time, and all of a sudden he fucking disappeared. I don't know where he went.
He disappeared. It was like one random night. Like I was like one random night on Tuesday, whatever fucking day it was, just completely gone. Just nothing. Nothing. Just I saw people crying about it on Twitter. That was it. Like there's been nothing.
His videos were really good too for literally being edited on a fucking
They
phone.
were great. They were fucking great, man.
He did it all on his phone. What the hell?
Well, he was like an upcoming creator. Like I genuinely reckon you could have given him a year and he would have been up there. And like that's the thing, right? It's like there is literally nobody, right? Like I like to think like probably a bit of ego, right? That I'm like doing all right with my stuff,
I was
my
about to say, like,
stuff.
there's nobody that's like worth your time to really watch right now.
There is
like,
nobody in small commentary worth.
I like
your,
to actually
time.
like plot around and like see if there's actually somebody who's like interesting to watch. Like I remember like me doing this. This is how I met Oranges. Like he had like 600 subscribers when I saw his first video, right? And it was like on fucking Max BT show. And now he's got like 5 times my sub count. So it's fucking crazy.
And he's not even in fucking small commentary anymore, is he? The fucking bastard, man. Like I speak to him now and again, and he's doing great for himself, man. Like I feel like all the people that were doing good in small commentary have sort of either they're there, but they're not really there, or they've completely left, right? Like any person that is worth anything, I feel like there's just not much. Like for Trash Talk, I'll be looking for like maybe a smaller guest to get on for like a weekday or like a maybe another weekend episode. There's no one. There's fuck all people. Like I end up looking and going, I might as well go and ask the bigger people now. I might as well like fucking like pull some strings and pull connections and do it that way. There's no fucking smaller content creator to be able to do it with. Nobody.
Yeah. I've never seen really any interesting things come out of the community for like this entire year besides like the fucking creeps. And even then, what the fuck?
There's been nothing. Like I think the best thing to come out of small commentary is Toastify, but Toastify came out of small commentary and immediately went to Turkey Tom and all them lot.
Yeah.
Like it's like there's nothing has like shocked me coming out of small commentary this year. It's either people have been terminated, there's been false accusations and other allegations, like terminations, deplatforming, all that sort of crap. There's been no content or anything. I genuinely can't like put my finger on any piece of good content that's come out this year. Like a really good video from small commentary.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wish I saw somebody new. Like, it's cool to meet people, even though I'm fucking antisocial as hell. And like, I won't DM anybody for like what weeks, months, even. And then out of the blue, I'll like get into calls for like multiple days in a row, and then just fucking disappear again.
Well, yeah, like, and with the community, right? Like, there are some like people that are still in it that I felt like, okay, they've done some decent stuff. Like you got Wacky and all them lot. So like Ace has messaged me. He'd vouch for spindling on that one. I appreciate you messaging me that.
Wacky isn't like getting shit for views anymore, isn't he? Like he's got like pretty much dead. Like I haven't seen anything of his actually do really good.
Like I don't know what's going on with small commentary, to be honest, because like last year I think it was like in one of its peaks, right? I think you could point to several content creators that are doing great and stuff. This year they've either moved away, they're doing other stuff. You've moved away. Blood Oranges has sort of like excelled and whatever. Any community that tries to start up, like, do you remember that congregation shit? A couple of months, like right back at the beginning of the year. I don't know if you will. Like that community went completely as well. Like there's just nothing, bro. It doesn't exist. Like there's fuck all going on.
I can't wait to just completely move on from the community to the point where like I'm not really considered in it anymore because it's fucking hell.
It's rough.
Move on. Yeah.
It's wild, man. Any good content creator you're thinking nice, or you're friends with, no, they're a fucking wrong 'un. They've done something. They've groomed someone, diddled someone. It's just fucking annoying, bro. I just can't keep a connection for fucking
Oh my
life's sake
god.
of me. It's awful. Um, but I guess that's another good reason for you to move on and do other content, right? To do the movie
Yeah.
stuff, do all that sort of reviewing stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you don't need me to be associated with this community.
Yeah. Speaking of which, has any? I'm gonna say this anybody, but like I'm mainly talking to you. Has anybody seen the new Marvel movie?
What? Yeah, yeah. Oh my
The
god, yeah, it's
Marvels.
arse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
arse.
god. I'm not
So
kidding
bad.
you. I went into the theater, right? There are 5 people there, and 3 of them were me and my friends. I'm
It's
not
so
kidding you.
bad.
Final 30 minutes, 2 of the other 2 people walked out. Final 30 minutes.
It's awful, bro. The best part about that film was Samuel L. Jackson, and it's
He
just because it's
was.
Samuel L. Jackson.
He had the
It's just because
best
it's him.
lines. Like, I don't know who wrote his lines, but they fucking knew what they were doing. He was so funny. But the rest of the movie was so annoying to watch. And then I was really hoping they would actually like take this movie as a chance to make like Captain Marvel a more like actually grounded hero and not
Yeah.
somebody who's literally stronger than previously established gods in the series, may I add. Literally stronger than gods, some random fucking human blasted with special energy is stronger than every god in this thing. And no, they didn't do that. They actually just showed her getting even stronger, basically. She literally, in the ending of the movie, flies into a dying star and reignites it. I kid you not. And literally doesn't come out with even a singe, burn, blood drip, anything. It's
and,
completely fine.
and like in Infinity War, you had like fucking
Yeah,
Thor, like
exactly.
you nearly get
Thor,
fucking
Thor
murdered,
was
bro.
almost dead after just getting shot with the sun rays. But he is so literally center of the fucking sun. Nothing is a problem. Nope, completely. And the writing was so bad in that movie. I genuinely could not believe it. Like the MacGuffin type weapon that the big bad was getting the entire time, right? She gets both the pieces to it, uses it, and immediately dies, right? And then a second later, Miss Marvel picks it up and uses it, and she is literally completely fine. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding you. Seconds later, who was writing this movie? I need to know. Because they should never have to write another movie again. Like, that was literally horrible.
It's well like the unnecessary cameo from spoiler alert, Beast from X-Men.
Oh my god. I didn't really care
No,
about that moment.
unnecessary.
I didn't
So,
care about that moment at all. Like, my friends who were, like, super into comic books and shit, they were freaking out. They're like, oh my god, you know what this means? I'm like, I don't care. I don't.
it was like it was random.
Like, I don't know if this was only exclusive to this movie, but the Miss Marvel character was actually insufferable to watch. I heard
Oh,
the TV show was even harder to watch. Like, my friends couldn't even watch the second episode. It was that bad.
oh, bro, Miss Marvel was an interesting one because like they're trying to connect it with like X-Men and other crap, and it's bullshit. Like as someone, I'm a comic book fan. I've watched like all
Yeah.
the X-Men films as well and all that stuff. I did not care for it. I saw like Beast come on screen. I saw like when I was watching the Miss Marvel show, her being X-Men. I did not give a single flying fuck. It means nothing. I'm just like cameo here, cameo this, music piece here that's iconic. I just don't give a fuck. It just ruins it, man. Like it makes no sense. It's also like they're trying to connect it to multiverse, but then they're trying to scrap it because like fucking Jonathan Majors might have not hit someone. So like,
Oh my god.
it's just fucking bullshit, bro.
I'm gonna
Like,
okay. I'm gonna say this. After I make
Mhm.
my Marvel movie review, the Marvels movie review, if it does good, I'm gonna review Miss Marvel, and I'm gonna freaking regret it.
Bro,
I'm gonna review
it's
the
so
entire.
bad.
Dude, she was actually unironically the most annoying character I've ever seen, and she was sitting there basically sucking off Captain Marvel, a character that was previously like nobody liked. So it made it that much more annoying.
It's whole personality in the show. It's her whole personality.
And
How
then,
it's literally how she gets her powers.
oh my god! And then, what was the other lady's name of the trio? Like, she's actually so undeveloped.
Oh my
Like,
god, yeah.
whatever her name is, I'm like, I
Monica
heard
Rambeau, isn't it?
Photon or some shit. Anyways, they don't even have an actual proper origin for story for her. They just shoehorn one in half-assed, no cutscenes at all, man. They just say, oh, she got powers from walking into this magic shit, basically. That is
Well,
it.
yeah.
It was
In the show,
so
that's how it plays out as well, right? Is she walk like in One Division? She walks into like this magic sphere, and that is it, bro. She walks into this
so
magic sphere.
lazy. It's so easy.
And no, she got Captain Marvel type powers. Like, fuck off. It's so
Oh my
shit.
god. And then at the beginning of the movie, remember when they're all teleporting around, right?
Mm.
At the beginning, like 10 minutes, they're seemingly teleporting at random, right? I'm like, I'm not insane. Like, they're not even using their powers, they're literally just randomly teleporting. And then after out of nowhere, they're like, oh yeah, it's because we're using our powers at the same time. I'm like, bitch, no, that's not. You're just shoehorning that in so you can play off of it as like a fun fight scene idea. You're randomly doing shit.
Well, like,
Oh
what
my,
was it? The director of the film, like, had
oh
to
my god.
like complete the film, right? And then
Yeah.
they tested it. It was shit, and she had already moved on to do another film. So they brought in someone else to redo it all. So it doesn't make any sense. The film makes no fucking sense. There's random scenes here, random scenes here. It might as well have been a fucking like Disney Plus show. It was shit.
That was like, I don't say this much, but that was actually like easily bottom 10, if not like 5 of all Marvel movies I've ever seen. That was
Oh yeah.
unironically, at least with like some bad films like Quantumania, it's funny, stupid to watch. It was actually just boring the entire time because there is no stakes in the entire movie. You have Captain Marvel, who's literally stronger than gods, who cannot even take any sort of damage in this movie. And it's just another character sucking her off while screaming in the most annoying, pitchy voice, and then some other half-baked character that barely is there. It's
Yeah.
just, it's boring. It was not worth my money.
Well,
It was
like,
not worth it.
at least like with like other bad superhero movies this year, like Shazam, you had
Yeah,
Quantumania, Flash. They all had something interesting going for them, or they had a character that really stood out, right? Like with Flash, right? I think Michael Keaton's Batman was a star, that's like Supergirl
yeah.
as well. Like in Quantumania, you had Jonathan Majors Kang, which was a good character, right? There was
You
good stuff
you,
going
you
on in these
also
films.
had a freaking, what is his name? MODOK. He was so stupid looking in every frame. It was just so hard not to laugh at it to
Yeah,
me.
you had something that made it like a charming film, right? Something that I
Yeah,
could rewatch that again and I wouldn't be mad about watching it, right? Where
yeah.
it was just nothing. There was nothing in this film. There was no substance. Like you could miss this film entirely and you would miss nothing.
I can't even believe I'm genuinely amazed it got the money it did, even though
Yeah,
it fell off that hard. I'm still amazed it even got anything because it was unironically like horrible. I've never seen a movie that bad.
it is like going from like the first Captain Marvel film, which a lot of people didn't like. I didn't necessarily like it, but it was a decent film, right? Which what made
Yeah,
like a billion. This
I don't
film
know
has
what.
made
Let me look it
fuck
up right
all.
now. Actually, how much did the first Captain Marvel make? Uh,
I think it's like 1.1 billion, right?
I don't think it made billion because like that's a like very minute amount of movies that actually make a billion, and that was one of them was the Mario movie.
Mm.
I think it might have been like 500 million, maybe if like we're talking something realistically. Oh, you're right. 1.131 billion.
Oh,
Jesus,
fucking hell. It's over what I said. Fucking hell. Yeah,
what the
that did
fuck?
great.
Even though
And
like no, a lot of people didn't like it, it did make money. How much? I'm gonna look how much the Marvels made. Oh my
oh
god.
my god, I've just seen. Like I'm reading this from like 4 days ago. It's sitting about out like I don't know 190 million
Oh god.
below
Oh
the
no.
Flash.
Oh no. It made less, much less. It made 110 million
Ah,
totally, like internationally and everything. And its budget, I'm pretty sure, was at least over 200 million.
yeah, it was. It was like yeah, it was so much. It's made less than the Flash as well.
Oh my god.
The
Holy
Flash
shit.
was the lowest
Oh
grossing
my god.
superhero
Oh,
film
they bought me
ever.
hard. Holy shit. It was not even 200 million. It was 300 million. Ow. Ow. How do you do this? How do you mess up this badly? Oh my god. How do you mess up that badly? Oh
Oh,
shit.
Disney have had a howl as well. Like Disney's new film Wish,
Yeah,
that's
I heard
tanked.
about that. Like, I'm gonna not talk very much on it because I haven't seen it per se,
Mhm.
but I've watched a few reviews on it, and it did not look like it was. It looked super fucking half baked, and it's too fucking. It's way too PC and like corporate friendly. It's not anything interesting. It's just a movie.
so bad. Bro, Disney are tanking right now, man.
Yeah, they are. And honestly, I'm for it. I want to see some new people in the film industry. I don't want to fucking see Disney on everything. At least back then, where everything wasn't so like unified, it was actually like you had competition to make actually interesting movies come out.
Mm-mm.
Now, now it's like it's the one-off every now and then with Pixar. Even Pixar's fallen, and like they have that new Inside Out 2 coming out, where some people are not very optimistic for it. Which it's not a bad. It's not ridiculous to be that way.
Well, like, why does anyone have to be hopeful about any of these films anymore? Like, I can't wait for it. It looks better than a lot of the films that have released recently. Toy Story 5, about how that's been hyped up with the actors as
Oh
well
my
and what they've
god,
said about it. I'm
it
excited for
should have
that.
died at
Like,
3 easily. Stop bringing more Toy Story,
what?
please.
They've like, I don't get why they keep bringing it back. Look, if they've got a great story to tell, like, I'm not objected to watching another Toy Story film, but
Yeah.
I think you ruin it after amount of time, right? Like it loses the magic. But like at least like the other ones were spread out so far apart that it was like bearable because it's been like what 10 years at that point. It's fine, whatever. What 2019 did the other one come out, the third one? So it hasn't been much like in that terms at all.
Oh my
Like
god.
I don't know what story you could tell there. But no, I guess with all these shit movies coming out, you're gonna have loads of movies to review on your
Oh, I'm having
plate.
so much fucking fun.
And
I'm
like
having fun.
it's great. It's great for you, bad for the fucking companies making the fucking films.
Hey, their loss is my pockets being filled.
Well, yeah, this is true, right? Like, fuck it, well, fuck them, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
Might as well. Uh, one of like the topics I do want to bring up, moving on from like the movie stuff and sort of back to commentary stuff. Not really though. It's sort of in between. Is your stuff with Theft King?
Oh my god, that was something.
Like,
Um,
I want to ask you about that. And for maybe people that don't know a lot about Theft King, like I do because I got involved for a bit. But like, what happened with you and Theft King and all that stuff?
okay, so I've made like what 3 or 4 videos on Theft King at this point, and they are my
Hmm.
like I'm gonna be real, like my best performing videos because well, dumb heads, dumb fucking idiots are quite easy to profit off of, right? So
Yeah.
my first 2 videos on him were because one was because of his whole King Carter situation where he was just acting like a literal man child. Let's be real. Like I've
Hmm.
never seen somebody who has been apparently 30 years old plus freak out that badly over somebody not responding to it, allegedly not responding to his DMs because apparently that was bullshit. And then a year later, I made another video where basically I was covering how Theft King was basically defending like a fucking creep. Like
Hmm.
somebody was drawing a bunch of like risky shits about like kids and like had weird like fanfic comics that were just like, just not really not explained, just fucked up.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he was basically defending her, basically saying she should not be kicked off of FNAF, even though at this point it was found that there were a few references to her works where they're like the gross works in official FNAF media drawn by her. So
Hmm.
it's not even to the point where she's like separating it. No, she's like actively incorporating it into the media. So at that point, I can understand shoving this person away from a fandom full of children, right? Anyways, so Theft King kept defending her to like the fucking moon, and then brings up like he brings up like one of his family members' rape story mid video. I don't know why again, but
The
it,
fuck?
it was like so gross. So I made my video talking about the whole situation, right? And I'm in the after that I get in with a Discord server with my buddy Sleep Life, right? Who's also made a few Theft King videos.
Hmm.
And we get like a few of Theft's prior moderators for a server in there to like look into like some claims they made about him. And then apparently, after like a month of not using the server, one of them, I think his name was like Stay Hydrated, decided to be a fucking idiot. No, it was underscore, sorry. And send a strike to Theft King and get his full private email address. Mind
Yeah.
this, I had no fucking clue about this until I saw Theft King's video. And basically, he sent him like a semi like threat slash a threat slash like intimidation email where he's trying to like fuck with him. And for some reason, because we're in this group, and mind you, he's just jumping to conclusions immediately. He starts saying that we're all doxers and shit.
Yeah. Oh.
Even though he
Yeah.
has actual certified proof screenshots saying otherwise, 100% otherwise.
Complete
And
utter fucking
he
retard
just,
here.
yeah, he just straight up goes up to his audience of at the time 300,000 people, makes a video basically claiming everybody in this group chat has basically facilitated in doxing him, knowing damn well none of us did besides two people. And not even just that, one of the main people who he definitely knew didn't dox him, Sleep Live, somebody who's he's had beef with before, right? He slaps him dead center in the thumbnail, making sure to try to hit him down early, making sure he has no legs to stand on. And he tries to go through and like say that he's making fun of his like old like crack addiction or some shit, which I don't give a fuck about. And yeah, he basically slanders everybody in this video for like 10 minutes straight. That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we get notified about this idiot who basically semi-doxed him. And we are fucking livid because somebody basically has, at the time, we thought he was just ill-informed, slandered us to a bunch of people, thousands. And we end up digging more and more, making our responses, and figuring out this shithead knew full well we were not involved, but still plastered our names in this video anyways to defame us. Amazing, I know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, it's like I remember seeing at the time. I think I made a Theft King video, maybe like not even a month
Yeah.
beforehand, maybe 2 weeks beforehand, and watching the video and him completely showing like the context there. You showed maybe like 2 screenshots, right? Where like not everyone interacts, right? And like the whole point that like immediately comes to any sane person's head is that people are sleeping. Not everybody's always online, right? Like I could have like a fucking crackhead that comes into my server, posts someone's docs and leaves. That's not my fault if I'm not online, right? Like I can't
Exactly.
control that. Like if you're not
And not even
online and
just
you don't
that,
see it, it's not
this is
your
a
fault.
server like none of us even really talked in very much. Like we made the server just to get like information because we heard there was some stuff going on.
Yeah.
And almost for like almost a month, me and Sleep almost never talked in it. And then out of the blue, like he knows damn well, and he still did it. It was insane. But the good thing is, everybody who was like outside of his audience immediately like honed in on our videos and knew straightforward that he was just lying through his teeth. Like straight up lying through his teeth. So the general public immediately knew that he was lying, and basically his fans didn't.
Well, like his video was so easy to like deconstruct, right? There were so many points,
So fucking easy.
manipulation, everything. Like, there was nothing good there in that video. Like it was so easy. You could tell he was just manipulating the situation.
Oh, easily. Like it was him repeating the same shit over and over for like 10 minutes. And all you had to do was like debunk it once. And
Yeah.
that's it. So it was relatively easy to respond to it. It didn't perform very well, my response, but it got like 50,000 people notified. So that was cool, I guess.
And the video, like, I think for him, right? Like, if he just didn't post that, he would have been like, I think he would have probably done better.
Not even just that. If he actually called out like the three people, three people, he already was the victim in the situation. That's what the most baffling thing to us. He already had the victim points. He just got greedy, saw an opportunity to defame multiple people. He had multiple of his detractors, and he just went with it because he thought nobody would actually bother to look into it and nobody would listen.
Which is wild, right? Because like you said, right, he's already a victim in that situation. He's already like could make a video going, right, these people have done this, these people were here, they didn't do anything though, like whatever, blah blah blah. And the video would have been completely fine. I would have probably been sympathetic. I think a lot of people would have been sympathetic towards him because it's not nice, whatever, right? But like he made it out like this whole GC, the whole purpose of it was to dox him, to get his information, to post it. Which about like 80%, 90% of that fucking group chat did fuck all. Did nothing. Didn't do anything like wrong, weren't even online at the time, were doing other things, or didn't even stalk in the fucking GC at all. But no, it's wild. And now, like he didn't see too much repercussions in his own audience, and now he's on his way to 1 million subscribers. So, you
Oh,
know,
what's really funny though is after he dropped that video, I joined one of his live streams right after that to watch, and this guy
mhm.
was still like talking shit, and he was the king. And then there was multiple people like posting links to our videos in the chat, and he was getting so pissed off. You would not believe it was the funniest shit. Like he was doing a pretty hard time. He was fucking failing his like whole poker face shtick he was trying to play. It was really funny. And he still to this day has not corrected the narrative and actually still has tried to make Sleep Live look like a malicious piece of shit. Like he literally cropped like one of his emails he got from Sleep Live where he cropped it to say like I hope I see your ass in your in a suit next time to make it look like he meant like kill him, right?
Mhm.
And it was because Sleep Live said that he was defaming him, so Theft King said sue me, and they said I hope I see your ass in a suit next time, like saying see your ass in the courtroom. And he just cropped it to be that one message because he's such a slimy piece of shit. I don't know how he has changed in a year, right? But if he went
Mhm.
from like literally crying about Kane Carter to basically defaming me and my friend in a year, I can't imagine he's getting much better.
No,
But
no, 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 I can't
I
either.
can I can hope he did.
Yeah, I reckon it's always nice to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but from what I've seen, giving him the benefit of the doubt usually leads to, getting like brandished as a doxer, um, for no reason. Like, just
Oh my god, it
you're a
was
doxer. Just like
Jesus.
you speak about him, like I spoke about him once on Twitter, blocked, gone,
Oh my god.
nothing.
Yeah. Well,
Like the
that's the
tweet didn't
funny
even
thing.
do well.
I've never been blocked by him on Twitter, and that's the craziest part. Like every now and then I'll see one of his tweets and just like call him a fucking idiot, and nothing has happened. So I guess he's not 100% a man child who just blocks everyone on sight. But like he is dumb, but maybe he's better now. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's kind of been relatively drama free, I guess, for like a year. So there's been nothing to make videos on for him, and that's cool. He's only been like reviewing a bunch of people's what like isn't it like analog horror videos?
yeah, another
But
random
I,
crap.
I don't understand like the whole review of an analog horror idea. Like the whole point of analog horror is just for it to be like spooky and that's it. So when you have like somebody talking over it and like saying like shit about it, it kind of defeats its whole purpose. But who cares?
Talking over it, giving it like story points and connections to like a greater universe. It's
Here is
that.
Freddy sucking off Chica in the alley.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, exactly. No, makes it great.
yeah,
But, all the power to him, man.
yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't call anyone else a doxer without any proof and twisting the narrative.
I
But
kind of
you
hope
know,
I see light that he has changed enough that he isn't an idiot, and he even though he still has yet to set the record straight, I can see him becoming a semi decent person on
mm,
YouTube. But he's created so many situations where he made himself an idiot. So these situations are so easy to avoid, and he could have been such a beloved YouTuber in in the fandom. But it's like I don't understand it. How do you manage to just be this stupid? I don't get it.
he's an
How do
absolute
you?
idiot, bro. Like he's done the majority of the shit to himself. It isn't like people have come out for him. He's done all the crap to himself.
Yeah, and it's just made it easier. Uh,
It makes it so much funnier to look at, man. It's
it's,
good.
it's too funny to me. It makes me have fun.
Well, but with that, man, I do appreciate you coming on Trash Talk for the second time.
Yeah,
Like I do appreciate you coming on, man.
yeah. See you next year, I guess, for this.
Yeah. Well, make this a yearly thing. Every like September,
Yeah,
December time,
but
getting the Christmas
let's
spirit,
hope I let's hope I pass 10,000 by then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In a year's time, hopefully you're on 15K, 20K, maybe more. Hopefully,
I'm
fingers
open. I'm
crossed.
open. Well, I know like people can go from like 10K is like the point where everybody like launches off from a little wee YouTuber to like immediately 100,000 within a year. So kind of waiting for my hit.
Exactly, man. Only a couple of hundred subscribers away from being able to like, do that and succeed. And
That
yeah,
also it also helps to not be as bad of a procrastinator as I am, and actually have an efficient upload schedule.
yeah,
But
yeah, exactly. I actually have like like somewhat of a tangible upload schedule, other than like whenever.
every
Every
3 months, basically, every three
yeah,
months,
yeah. So
every 3 months
one
to
a
a month.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I'll get better with movie reviews. It's not as extensive research. It's just watch movie and say, okay, this bad, this good, this funny, ha
Yeah.
ha ha, shit. Anyways, go.
This mid. I don't like her. Like exactly.
Oh,
This is what you do.
dude, I cannot wait to review like a Hell of a Boss show, because the fandom is fucking insane, and it sounds so fun to just fuck with them. Because like I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
recently, there was this one YouTuber who made like a video talking about this like one scene in the show where it was like, I don't know, like some sort of like disabled character came up, right?
Hmm.
And they immediately, only seeing the thumbnail, everybody just started screaming that they're enablers for literally not even being able to see the video. They had not even seen a glimpse of the video. They just went off the thumbnail saying that the scene was a problem, and immediately said, "Okay, this person's this person's an ableist piece of shit. Don't listen to them." And would you know it? When the video came out and I watched it, unlike 90% of these people probably did, it was literally the most pro disabled person video I have ever seen. I have never seen a video more pro than that. I could not believe it. So it was pretty funny. I had my fun with that. So I think the next episode that comes out, make a review and watch as a bunch of people try to misinterpret me and act like dumbasses. I think it'd be
Well,
fun.
exactly. Well, you got that to come, right? You can have a long story to tell next trash talk.
Dude, fucking with people is so fun. So, I mean, when I get to do that and watch a show that I am moderately interested in, it becomes fun.
Oh, the best of both worlds, man.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
I think it's good, man. Best of commentary and the best of movie reviews. So
Oh
good,
my
man.
god. Yeah, I get to have more fun than commentary, and I get to sit on my ass less.
Exactly. You got a nice mix going on there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I do appreciate you coming on, man. And for everyone watching today's episode of Trash Talk, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.